Hey everybody, it's Nick, Fort Wayne fella. Greetings and salutations. Here in Van Wert, Ohio, kind of cold and nippy, but I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at these Christmas lights. I was here last year. It was quite the scene, but I came here during the day and I didn't even know what to expect. And I kind of took a quick run through and I wanted to come back and see it at night. And I hear they made it bigger and better this year. So off we are here in Van Wert, Ohio, about halfway between Lima, Ohio and Fort Wayne, Indiana. I guess it's technically considered Northwest Ohio, but either way, just do a quick walkthrough. Everybody likes Christmas. Thought we'd do it, see what it looked like. Off we go. Again, I can't tell you guys just how cold this is. The things I do for content. I mean, there's been a lot of work done here to really make this what it is. I mean, seriously. Check this out. A lot of volunteers did a lot of work here. And in the daytime, it was pretty cool. But this is my first time seeing it in the dark. It is something. Through here. There's some other people here, so you're probably gonna hear people yelling, carrying on in the background, but that's all right. It's Christmas, what do we care, right? But we are here. This is Van Wert. Again, they call this Fountain Park. And I really don't know what they do with it the rest of the year. They probably use it like any other park. And they probably have concerts and things, but you know, it really comes alive in the wintertime. Just check out all the different displays. This is nuts. My gosh. Just the amount of work that must have went into doing this. I don't know who all the volunteers are. I know that they have a website. And they also have a Facebook page that pretty much goes through all of the people that donated to this and really the hard work that all the volunteers put in to make this happen. And it really is something to see. And it's nice to get your kids out, come down, take a look. And it'll be interesting to see what's new, what's added from last year. There's another video that I did, and this was last year. And maybe you can see some differences, but it was daytime and it's really something at night. Trying not to fall on my butt going down these stairs. Giant Mickey. Got elves and reindeer. What more could you want? I wouldn't even want to know what the electric bill is. Everybody's all enthralled with all the different displays. And I think of things like, wow, what's the electric meter look like? Hopefully the power company's doing a little donation work with them, make sure that doesn't get out of hand. This is just something else. This is beautiful. Mickey and Minnie action going on here. I don't know if that's Peppa Pig. Shows you how much I know about my characters. It's just one of those things that you just don't think about how much hard work goes into this until you're actually here seeing it. A lot of people put in a lot of work on this. And quite frankly, it's really beautiful. There are a lot more displays, or a lot more inflatables here than there was last year. That I can tell you for sure. This is crazy. All right, I'm back. This time with gloves on. A little bit better. Oh. Did I say how cold it is out here? It is nippy. It's really something to be said that the community gets to come out here and kind of brings everybody together. I've noticed there's a lot of families here, kids. I mean, anything that gets them off the screens, right? Looks like we're getting into our Star Wars section here. Stormtroopers. Looks like some TIE fighters out there. This is something else. This really is. Right here in good old Wert, Ohio. If I slip up and say Fort Wayne, it's just because I have Fort Wayne on the tongue or on the brain. But this is definitely Wert, Ohio. At Fountain Park. It's right off the downtown main drag. It's just one of those places you got to come see. And I look around here and you look at all the small details that a lot of people just brush past, but you got your traditional nativity set up here. But then you go right across and you're looking at Baby Yoda, R2-D2. This is great. This is right up my alley. I love it. Like I said, big shout out to all the volunteers that take care of this and make sure that everything looks right. There's a lot of work. I'm really hoping that this kind of shows up on screen the way it's supposed to. A lot of LED lights. You know how LED lights react to being on camera? They flicker, or sometimes they don't show up at all. So I'm really hoping this thing works out, because otherwise I enjoyed myself, but it'll be a waste as far as content goes. Everything just kind of shows up the way it's supposed to. Yeah, this is really something. And it's not a huge park. It doesn't really take up a whole lot of room, but man, do they pack a lot of stuff in one little spot. Struggle is real. Actually, the snuggle is real. Oh, my dyslexic brain working against me. I'm just amazed at how much this place has increased since last time I was here. Nutcracker, snowman, polar bears, which is fitting for right now because it is cold. Snowman. Funny thing is, it's supposed to be upwards of 50 degrees tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But I decided to do it Friday night when it's 18 with a wind chill. Whew. Like I said, the things we do for content. Got our nose going on. Even have a little concession stand, get you some hot chocolate. Oh, here's the brain freeze guy. I saw him last year. We've all felt that way before. All the LEDs. This is crazy. So we'll do a lap around the outside and it'll circle through the center. Actually, I take that back. We'll go through the center and come back around. We don't want to miss anything. And my commentary is kind of boring because really, what can you say about most of these displays? You're going to come to your own conclusion regardless. So I'm really just here to show it to you. I don't need to tell you what you're looking at. We'll take the little trail walk here. Little mailbox to send your letter to Santa. Reindeer. Santa on a tractor. I think this is a Yeti. I think. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments. He's big. I'd say he's at least 10 foot tall. Just keep cruising through here. I'm just impressed with all of this. Of course, that's the way every kid feels waiting for Christmas to get here. Can't get here fast enough. Or maybe for the parents, they think time's flying faster than they can slow it down. Now, the last several nights, I think they've had to close this down because the wind was so strong. And it's still a little windy today, but it's not as bad. It's just cold. I'm talking cold. But you've heard that already. I think it turned into a drinking game. Every time I say it's cold, take a drink. You'll all be drunk soon. Here we are in the walk path. There's an old school plastic Santa with his reindeer lit. And there's Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, again, I don't have to tell you guys all this. You can see it. The Grinch. These displays are something else. I don't even know where you would buy all this stuff, to be honest with you. There's a lot of work and money and effort put into this. So hats off to the folks at Wert who do all this and put all this together. It is a lot of work. But it looks like the community really likes it. I've seen a couple dozen people out here so far, and everybody seems to be in good spirits. That's what we're all about. Yeti getting after Santa. Was there a female reindeer? I guess with their names, they weren't really gender specific, were they? Whoever came up with those names was ahead of their time, I guess. Dancer and Prancer. I guess Rudolph's a guy name, but if you went with Rudy, that could be a girl's name. You remember the Cosby Show? The youngest girl was Rudy. Yeah. More fodder for the comments section. If anybody's even made it this far.
Big red nose.
There's old Frosty with the candy cane. Not to be outdone by the Grinch. Again, this one's probably about 15 foot tall, at least. And if anybody from the groups that take care of this place and care for these inflatables, by all means drop in on the comment section and kind of fill us in on some of the details, because I'm just a guy passing through. I don't know much about it, other than it's awesome, and everybody seems to love it.
I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere. Oh, it's inside? Yeah, no, I got this here, but I don't know. I think it goes all the way into something. Just splice it.
I've got this video set at 60 frames per second, and that is to try to cut down on motion blur. As I rotate, pan, and move around at a higher refresh rate, you don't get all the blur, but I don't know what your TV is set up at, so if it's not helping, sorry. You can always adjust it in the settings. You can speed it up, take it up to 4K. Might make your picture look a little better, but it really doesn't matter. You're getting the gist of what we're looking at, and I don't think a camera can really do all these lights justice. But it's just really cool. Santa with his pink flamingos and Frosty in a Hawaiian shirt. Great, love it, but man, when it's like 18 degrees with the wind chill, doesn't really fit. But it's still awesome. I do kind of dig the pink flamingos though. And it would appear that they're not done setting up. Some guys hard at work. chance to see one grow from nothing. See what it turns out to be. What will it be? It is kind of impressive for how fast it inflates with such a little pump.
Polar bear.
I guess it's going to be a polar bear.
They have a snowman. Snowman that you can sit on. I also made sure I could fix it with it. Alright.
Yeah, you may have to take that out that way. You want it to, yeah. You just will have to.
See what happens. It's inflating, but I mean, it is really filling up. I know it's taken a couple minutes, but it's kind of cool to see it go from a folded up tarp to an actual display. I think he's going to be a polar bear that lays on the ground. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to stand up. Oh, and the baby polar bear down there on the leg. Oh, that's awesome. But I don't know how things are working out for the baby. There he goes.
Actually, if you want to stay.
That's awesome. We'll come back around and check him out once he's all the way, or she is all the way inflated. We'll keep on moving here. And Santa, shaped like I am. There's so much cool stuff here to see. It is really impressive. kind of tells you who helped sponsor this. Probably won't show up on the camera very well. Let's see if we can lock in on that. Guess I'll take my glove off and make that work. There we go. So there's all our sponsors. You can pause it if you want to find your name if you're on there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, the gingerbread man. How nice. Head back over this way and we'll go past the concession stand. Right over here. Although we got Santa here, he's cooking up something good. He's got some burgers and brats, it looks like. These are just so creative. So creative. It looks like there's other people out doing the same thing. Looks like the gnomes cut down a Christmas tree. Or gingerbread cookies. I mean, it's really just so much to take in. There's so many odd little figures and whatnot. It must have taken years to collect all of these inflatables. So, you know, if you got time and it gets a little warmer, you can head on out here. Again, this is Wert, Ohio. It's right near the Indiana state line. It's just it's something neat. Again, when I found this place, it was daytime last year, and I was shocked at how cool it was in the daylight. But to see it at night, man, this is something. Hopefully it comes across well and plays well on YouTube and gets out there where people can actually see it and enjoy it. Because I know with LED lights, they flash out, they glare, or sometimes they flicker. So hopefully Apple has their software together and this actually works. I think this is probably the best inflatable or best decoration they have. That is so creative. I don't even know how it works. Whatever they did, engineering on that is awesome. Ooh, I missed that one. There's SpongeBob. I completely missed seeing him. And way out there, I think I see Woody. I'm gonna have to take my gloves off to try to zoom in on him. Is that Woody? I think it is. There's a snake in my boot. All right, that was horrible. All right, back to normal depth. There we go. Glove goes back on because it is bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter. This kind of takes us back around to where we were with all of the droids. R2-D2, Hello Kitty, and SpongeBob. Great assortment. Droids to the world. This is great. So yeah, again, this is Van Wert, Ohio. If you're ever this way between now and Christmas, do yourself a favor and stop in here and check it out. If you got kids, you definitely want to bring them here. Again, it gets them off the screens, although the irony of me saying that is because you're probably watching this on a screen. But it just gets them outside, gets them playing, and I'm sure you've heard kids in the background. It's just a nice place to bring your children, and it's fun. They got hot cocoa, hot chocolate. It's just a good time. We'll head back out the way we came and see if there's anything that we missed. There was so much to see that I'm sure I missed a lot. If that's Paw Patrol. I'm not really up on my kids' cartoons. I grew up on Looney Tunes, so all this new stuff is kind of beyond me, but I'm trying to learn for the content. Isn't that what they say? You gotta do it for the gram, even though I'm not on Instagram, but still. Just come out, enjoy yourself, have a good time. We'll start heading back out this way. Whew. It is nippy. Trellises, or whatever you call that. I just call it a pass-through. I'm sure there's an architectural name for it. But that is about it. I'll go back through and try to get my thumbnails. Gotta have a good thumbnail, right? But hopefully everybody enjoyed it and it gives you an idea of what's going on out here. If you live in West Central or Northwest Ohio, you should definitely come by. It's free. Everybody that does this kind of work just probably takes joy in knowing that the community comes together and just gets to come out, spend a little time. Although it is cold, it's worth the trip. Let's see if I missed anything. Ooh, that's Garfield. Yeah. All right. Well, that should do it. Merry Christmas to everybody, and hope everybody has wonderful holidays. We'll be signing off from Wert, Ohio. Merry Christmas, everybody.